you on a forklift?
Yeah, yeah.
You are a son of a bitch.
Un saluto a tutti.
What's up, Juventini? It is here, all right. We are just over 20 minutes from kickoff, getting ready for Salernitana Juventus, and obviously coming out from the route in Coppa Italia. I don't expect this game to be anything like that, all right. Should be much more intense, but we do have the lineups for both sides. And first, let's take a look at what happened around the league, all right? So, today, Milan defeats Empoli 3-0 in what we expected would happen. Empoli, I think, has only scored 5 goals at home this season, and they get shut out 3-0 for Milan. Torino defeats Napoli 3-0. Newest signing, Mazzocchi, being sent off 5 minutes into this game, and they get pumped by Torino. That's a big win for Torino. They're going to love where they're at, and Jurch has got them going. They are a tough beat right now, and that's going to be a big win for them. Lazio just edges out Udinese 2-1, and now we, of course, get to Juventus ready to face Salernitana for the second time this week. And then we've got Roma and Atalanta to close out this weekend's action. Tony Tribb, my man, let's go. Fired up for this one. I'm pumped for this. Want to see Yildiz yet again. Sucks about Chiesa, but pumped to see Yildiz, see if he can continue his fine form. We will get to the lineups, all right? So I'm going to give you Salernitana's before pulling up Juve's. So for Salernitana, it's going to be Costil in goal. Daniluc, Fazio, Gyomber at the back. Then you're going to have Sambia, Maggiore, Legowski, Kandreva, and Bradaric across the middle, with Chona and Simi up top. A much changed side. And again, I expect this game to be much different. Salernitana is going to be all in on trying to stay out of relegation, okay? Now, we get to our side, and there you have it, exactly as expected. So, Cambiaso out with a fever, Chiesa out with knee problems. So, you're going to have Szczesny, Gatti, Bremer, Danilo, Weah, McKennie, Caviglia, as Locatelli is facing suspension, Rabiot, Kostic, Vlahovic, Yildiz. This lineup is, again, perfectly balanced. I think Weah can offer what Cambiaso does. I don't know to that degree. Cambiaso last game was amazing, all right? And that's the Cambiaso we need. Weah can do it. It's going to be up to him to bring it. I have eyes on Weah in this game. I also have eyes on Hans Nicolucci Caviglia. I have eyes on him starting to grow and starting to influence a little bit more out of that midfield. We saw him in the last match start to grow a little bit. Against Inter, he was thrown into the fire, a big game, and he did his job. He didn't give us anything extra. The last time we saw him, he started to give us that little bit of extra, right? So I'm going to have eyes on Caviglia as well. And then, of course, up top, I want to see how Vlahovic plays with Yildiz up there next to him. And the interesting thing about Yildiz that we talked about on the pregame show today is that he stays more central. He stays quite a bit more central than Federico Chiesa does. So it's going to be interesting to see how that pairing plays out. I'm excited for this game, everybody. Okay, absolutely pumped. Maria, ciao. Thank you for joining. And everybody, again, get those likes up. I'm pumped in. I know I saw some of you in the preview show, but let's get those predictions fired in here. You know how we like to do it at the AJC. Final score, give me your 2 tiebreakers, all right? Ciao, Sweaty. Ciao. Giallo to Juventus. Let's go. I'm absolutely happy with that low-risk maneuver, all right? So absolutely would not mind it. Get your predictions in. I will remind you all of our predictions. Today on the preview shows, myself and Omer. Omer ended up going 3-0 for Juventus. And an interesting scenario because Abby, who is an AJC member, all right, and he has been in here, and he said every time him and Omar are on the same prediction wave, that is what ends up happening, all right? And he's got 3-0 as well. So maybe we're in for 3-0. Let's see what happens. Edgar coming in here with 3-0. Yildiz will rock. Let's go. I'm ready for it. Let's go with 3-0, Swadid says. Maria throws out 3-1. A Yildiz hat trick. Oh my God. I don't know. With the hype that's already around this kid, I don't even know if we could handle a hat trick from Keenan Yildiz, but I'm all for it. Let's go. Let's go. Tony Trim throwing out 3-1. Juve, Vlahovic, Yildiz, Rabiot goal scorers. Candreva for Salernitana. If it's going to be somebody from there, I'd probably expect Candreva. 4 total yellow cards. Let's go. I hope, absolutely hope we can keep cooking, RB. Absolutely hope we can keep cooking. I'll get the graphics up for a lineup a little bit later as we get closer to kickoff, as we are about 18 minutes roughly from that kickoff happening. My feed hasn't even cut to the Serie A side of coverage things right now, but here we got VX coming in here 4-0, confident. Vlahovic brace, Yildiz one, Rabiot adding another. Let's go. I actually believe, so my prediction was a very simple one, but I think it's going to be 2-0. I think Juve's 1-0 up at half. I think in the second half we add the second goal, and I believe that Weston McKennie will be one of the goal scorers today for Juventus. So that's my prediction. Quite simple, and yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. Thoughts on the lineup? I have absolutely no issues with it. I mean, I'll pull it up again for the discussion point here, but you've got right there, you could see Szczesny, Gatti, Bremer, Danilo, fine across the back. Absolutely no need to change anything there. Weah, Cambiaso's out. I have no problems with that. And because Locatelli's out, you're not going to get a whole lot of change in the midfield. And also because Chiesa's out. Because if there's anything we were going to try, it would maybe be an advanced midfield. But there's no reason to try that right now because Caviglia is going to jump in there. Put your pillars there with McKennie and Rabiot next to him. That makes absolute sense. Kostic, he's a lock for me on the left side. And then Yildiz for Chiesa. It all makes sense. It's pretty straightforward with the lineup. I don't think there's anything to argue. Some might say that they would prefer to see Illing Jr. there instead of Kostic. But to be honest, I think let's keep it rolling. And Illing Jr. can be substituted in. I think some substitution minutes to get him more minutes and ramped up are absolutely fine. But we have to start putting games away a little bit sooner. But that's the road I would take with Illing Jr. So I have absolutely zero problems with this lineup. And I think we can all agree, more than enough to get the job done a second time this week against Salernitana. It's time to spank them. Let's go. Alberto, do you think we will change formation? We talked about this in the pregame show, and I think you will see Yildiz with 2 forwards, Chiesa and another striker. I do believe we will see it, but I'm not sure Max will ever start a game in that. I think there will be a moment where we need something, and we need that push offensively, and that's when you're going to see Max go to it. And then from there on, it really depends what it looks like when we get it. If it's lights out, then I believe you could see it starting. But I do believe at some point from Max, we will see Yildiz, Chiesa, and a striker at some point, all right? I think for me, the biggest key is how it happens. For me, I do not want to see a 3-4-3. I don't want to see 2 wingers. I will settle for a 3-4-2-1 using Chiesa and Yildiz kind of as those advances to a midfield. But I actually think 3-4-1-2 would be best. That's me personally, all right? Would love to hear everyone's thoughts on if you agree with me. Do you believe we will see that at some point? Opa, hello. Coming to us from Finland. Again, everybody, drop in the comments where you are tuning in and joining me from, all right? Love the support and love hearing where everybody's at. So, Opa coming to us from Finland. Much love, brother. Has Jallo agreed the personal terms? Apparently, what we were waiting for is for Jallo to pick between Inter at end of season or Juventus now. And apparently, there is pressure being put on the player, his entourage from Lille, as they do not want him to go on a free and they want to get something out of it. So they're trying to play that card like, hey, help us out. It's going to be interesting to see what decision Jallo makes. All right, so we'll see what happens. I want a 4-3-3 and comes from Malta. There you go. Now, the 4-3-3 for me this is why I've been harping on the 3-4-1-2. It's very, very close to where we are at right now, okay? So for me, that's the route I would go. And ciao to Naman there. Love it, love it. I would stay away from the 4-3-3 this season. I doubt the personnel to be able to do it, and it's just such a drastic shift from what we're doing right now. I'd prefer something subtle in order to try and you don't want to mess with the balance too much, and I think 4-3-3 might do that. We don't need to mess with the balance that much. We're sitting pretty. 43 points already so far, and again, Inter's definitely thinking about us. We know what happened yesterday. They just barely edged through Verona there. That game should have been a little bit differently, maybe a draw, and we could have been in serious, serious business if that was the case. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Let all that happen. We're going to see where the chips fall at season's end, but I love where Juventus is at right now, and nobody could tell me any different that those guys over there aren't thinking about Juve, and we're not in their heads. We're making the chase interesting, and as long as we keep it tight, absolutely anything can happen, all right? And again, we went over the last set of matches here this morning, and oh man, our dynasty may have ended, but my God, it is nothing, absolutely nothing like what's happening to Napoli. 3-0 defeat to Torino. They are in trouble. In trouble. Hanin coming in saying the bench is very, very thin tonight. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of the things. Chiesa out, Locatelli suspended and everything. We can look at our bench options as they are Milik, Iling Jr., Nonge, Miretti, Rugani, and then, of course, Binzolio, Perin. It's not to the point where it's, like, way too thin for going through there. I mean, you hope nothing happens at the back, obviously, with wing backs, but I mean, even Iling Jr. can cover there, but if it comes back to one of the three defenders, you really only have Rugani, which will be fine. Miretti and Nonge in the midfield, it's okay. It's fine. It's enough to get by here. A little bit limited there for Massimiliano Allegri, but I don't think it's going to be an issue for this game, so should be absolutely fine. Loving the Napoli downfall. You know what? Sometimes karma is just a bitch, and they were yipping hard about dynasty, and they're getting slapped in the face with that. Where is Cavaradonna? Yeah, Cavaradonna. Ah, man, did they ever attack me, those Napoli fans, when I said maybe he was a one-season wonder? I think he's a good player, but to the extent of that season, I said, hey, it's all about the follow-up. It's great that you do that, but it's all about how you follow it up. But we'll see. We'll see. Cavaradonna, one thing's for sure, I'm here for it. All right? I am here for this downfall. I love it. Absolutely love it. Which kit is this one? Right here? Oh, this is the 2004. Absolutely love this kit. One of my favorites. The white at the bottom is a little bit suspect how it's got like too much and it's cut off here, but I love it. Always been one of my favorites. Del Piero 10 on the back, but yes, from the 04 season. Comparing Cavada with Fede. Yeah, and they'll run to the stats and everything and go from there, but yeah, for me, and Fede's become a discussion point again. Some knee problems today. We all hate hearing about it, but we'll see what happens. I think still, obviously, you extend him, but maybe we do pump the brakes. I'm all for seeing him at Juventus for a long time, but you do have to kind of take some risk assessment into the matter. But like I said today, it's all about the salary. If we still bag him to 2028, say, but it's at a relatively close salary to where he's at right now, it's fine. It's fine. It's manageable. We can deal with it. But I tell you, if it goes up a lot, then I maybe second guess that long-term extension. But I love Federico Chiesa. The question came up already today. Who's your favorite player on the current roster? It is still Federico Chiesa for myself. All right. Now, ciao, Dad. What did I get for Christmas? To be honest, we spent Christmas worrying about the 2 young girls. All right. So we kind of really didn't do a whole lot. I kind of got myself some retro kits coming up this week. That's kind of it. Okay. Couple retro kits. Self-gifted as we just worry about the young girls' holiday season. But I hope you had a beautiful holiday season, my friend, and everybody else that's tuning in right now. And I believe overhead. So I'm trying to think if that was the season, this was the kit. I feel like it was the one with Sky Sport on the kit where they did that. I'm pretty sure. I think this was the year right before the Sky Sport kit, and I'm pretty sure they were wearing the Sky Sport one for the ADP overhead assist to Trez versus Milan. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it was the Sky Sport one. And I actually have that kit right here. So this one. This is the one I'm pretty sure they were wearing for the overhead goal there. Alexander, love to have you here, my friend. Again, everybody, as you're all rolling in here, we're starting to watch these players warm up. Beautiful. We're 8 minutes away from kickoff. Absolutely pumped. Thank you, everybody. Take a second, like the video, all right? And again, I'm going to remind everybody, if you see something, if something happens, you find a funny reaction or anything, feel free to clip it, to share it on social platforms. Nobody's ever going to say a thing. I've had some messages say, hey, I hope you didn't mind that I clipped this and post it. We will never, ever mind. We love it. It actually helps us out. I don't always have the time to clip certain moments or reactions or whatnot as we're so stretched doing so many shows, and of course got personal life and everything. So the more you guys can do to help us, we always appreciate it and love it. And again, reminder to everybody, 3 retro replica kits being given away this week. All right, stay tuned for details. And yes, right on cue, Opa asking, how can you join the kit giveaway? As long as you're subscribed, you're in. Stay tuned for the details coming up this week on how we are going to start giving those 3 kits away. And that will mark 5 kits, okay? I have another 2 coming, all right? 2 current season kits coming for giveaway. That'll mark 7. We have the JOFC official North America signed kit to give away. That will mark 8. And then I'm left with 2 more from the wager I lost during the summer, during the offseason, of 10 kits if Max Allegri remains as the bench boss. I'm a man of my word, and I told you and promised you we will get there this season. So we're almost there at the 10 kits that will be given away. These 3 will mark kits number 31, 32. It's either 30, 31, 32 or 31, 32, 33 that we've given away since the show has started. All right. So again, we always love keeping the positive attitude up and giving away. And that's our way of saying thank you for all the support we've gotten and received. We've made massive strides, and I look forward to even more strides. All right. JFC Finland to this live. Official fan club Finland? Let's do it. Let's do it. Conte being linked to the Roma job if they sack Mourinho. Yeah, he's been linked there. He's been linked there a little while ago as well. And I always said, keep an eye on that because I still just have this weird feeling like he's just waiting. He's just waiting for his return with us. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Max if he leaves on his own accord or if he stays. I would imagine he wants an extension, so we'll see what happens. So what do we have here? Interesting. Ryan S. coming in here saying Serie A will never be at the very top if they stop favoring one another, especially Merda. Interesting view, says Edgar. What in your view would return Serie A to the level of the early 80s through 90s as peak to the early 2000s, at its leak to the early 2000s? Serie A's got a lot of work to get back there to. Right now, the biggest difference from then till now also is money, everybody. Right now, these other leagues are so far behind in resources that that's going to be a number one issue, because the top players are set to get a ton of money, so they're chasing that. And with all these other clubs, it's going to be very, very difficult. They have to find ways to bring up the resources for the league, for the clubs and everything. And right now, they're turning down options that would help. So it's very, very difficult. Ciao, Mark One. Welcome to the stream, brother. Hope we get a victory to celebrate together. Let's go. And Salerno showing 3-5-2 formation. I said it on the preview, buddy. If they tried to go 4-2-3-1 again, they were going to be hurting. So 3-5-2 for them makes sense. Makes sense. And this has been something a little bit tricky for Juventus to deal with. Look for Weah to, if he's going to have an effect, he's going to have to probably get inverted and cut in centrally a lot to kind of help that. Kostic will have to do what Kostic does, and that's just kind of base out and stay there. Stay at home. Help when you have to, but it'll be interesting with, like I said, Yildiz as stays centrally, and Omer made that great point today on the preview show. Who do you want as the next manager, or okay with Allegri? I will say this. Everybody knew where I stood with Max in the summer. However, he's here. I will support whoever the coach is. When it happens, I am shocked at the turnaround. The turnaround's great, but this was my expectation for this team in one competition, and that is to be challenging for the title. So he's doing exactly what he's supposed to, but there is some signs of DNA being formed and identity being restored. So that is a big, big positive. If Max remains, I won't really have a problem with his one more contract year. As far as the next manager, I think it's a very, very difficult decision. In terms of, do you try to chase something completely different, and are we going back to square one? Or do we just look at somebody that might not want to shift everything too crazy, like a Motta, like a Conte? It's very, very tough decision. But for now, I'm enjoying what Max Allegri is doing, and I say, let's take a look at it at season's end. Okay. Hey, thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chat donation, guys. Another way you can support. Last day for 24% off all the merchandise. There's a ton of designs in our catalog, and you can even customize designs yourself. Take a look there, okay? But much appreciated, and it is my absolute pleasure for bringing you daily updates and fun little YouTube shorts and everything. I hope you guys enjoy the content. And if you guys ever have an idea for me that you want me to do or see in a video, fire away. Fire away. So we're looking at Fazio Danilo set to take the coin toss. We're getting ready to head into the action. All right, everybody. I got the air horn ready. Don't worry about it. The air horn's ready to go. Marco Guida, referee. Hopefully nothing's left in his hands. We're looking at Pippo Inzaghi going and giving the handshake to Max Allegri. They're going to take a photo. Pippo looking upset, always looking upset. That's because he was born offside. And we look at the VAR center. Hopefully nothing coming out of there for this one. Ciao, ciao, Alex. Welcome to the stream, brother. Let's get after it. Let's go. Getting ready to fire this one away. We look at Gatti. Hopefully that's a mistake out of the way for a long time coming in the last game. Andrew Juve, ciao, ciao. Let's get the W. Not playing their G team today, so we need to bring it. Absolutely. Jump on them early, says Tony Trim. Let's go. Everybody get those likes up, all right? We're getting ready for kickoff. And then it's time to spank Salernitana the second time this week. Let's go. Ale, love Ale from Bianconeri Zone. Show some love. All right, we're going to be doing more of those back and forth shows, the collaboration shows, AJC times Bianconeri Zone between him and myself. I've been enjoying those. You guys have been giving us positive feedback, so we love that we can do that and incorporate both of those channels. We got kickoff, everybody. We're off. Salernitana starts launching this ball forward. Caviglia goes in there to an aerial battle. Rabiot now wins it, pumps it forward. Yildiz gives chase, putting pressure on Salernitana. He strips it. See if he can beat his man. Oh, he's turned the corner on him, cutting into the area. Oh, questionable. No foul given. Oh, Magioni trying to give it to Yildiz there. Look at the kids on fire. You're in for a long day, brother. You're in for a long day. Yildiz looking hungry. Oh, I hit the clock and it didn't accept. Then I got right into that. Ah. It's okay, guys. We're about 40 seconds off. My apologies. Man, look at Yildiz going. Oh, it looks like he clipped his back leg. He's got his legs intertwined there. That's a PK, you guys. That's a pen. That's a pen. Wow, no call. Play continues on, a minute in. Vlahovic on it. Gives it to Weah. He's making his run in. Taking it to the corner. Couple feints. Wins a corner kick. Was getting into trouble there, running out of space. Love Vlahovic stepping up to Maggiore there. But look at Juve on, trying to get off running out of the gates here. Yildiz. Whew. Turned his man immediately. Questionable there. I mean, did they even look? Can't wait to hear L'Arbitro Nick break that one down. That's a pen for me. Corner kick here. Let's get on him early. Rabiot, McKennie, somebody. The ball's in. Oh, it's low. Bounce it to the back. Cleared out. Only as far as Timothy Weah. He cuts back all the way to Caviglia. Caviglia now. Whoa, looking corner for Kostic. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep that in. No, a little bit too far. Nice read, though. Nice read. Good positive start from Juventus here. Inzaghi ripping on his players right now. Candreva, the hair as greasy as ever. Two minutes, 36 seconds in, and good, strong start from Juventus. In my opinion, pen there for Yildiz, but let's go. Let's keep cooking. We don't need the officials here. We'll take care of it ourselves. And apologies, I clicked the button on the clock to start it. It didn't start, so we'll see what happens. I'll get it caught up at halftime, obviously. Here we go. Salernitana being pressed by Juve, now finally making a few passes to give him some breathing room. Legowski here. To Candreva, tries to work it out there. Weah getting a piece of it, goes out for a throw into Salernitana. Bradaric going to the back. Yomber to Fazio. Fazio to Candreva. He scans. Trying to loop one in there to attack. Trying to play a little 1-2. Simi now puts it out to the corner. Candreva is supported. He's being watched by Gatti. Cutting into his right foot. Keep him going to his right. Oh, here they dish for a cross. Here's a cross going to the back post. And that's headed out. Ooh, shot there. Blocked by Szczesny. Didn't get a lot of heat on there. Sambia. Oh, all right. So so greasy there on Candreva's hair. It is greasy. Whew. All right. Caviglia now. Drops it back for Bremer. Bremer's going to play it up for McKennie. He's getting closed down here. Little inside pass. Weah goes back to Gatti. Over to Bremer. Juve. Just keeping possession. Knocking it around the perimeter right now. Danilo now. Inches forward. Scans. Over to Bremer. Does have Gatti to his right. Plays it to Gatti. Was going to go inside for Caviglia. Decides against it. Over to Bremer, who now switches field over to the left side for Danilo. Rabiot drops back. Little ball played forward, looking for Kostic. It's cut out, but now Danilo wins it back. Over to McKennie, who finds Weah. Weah cuts inside. Was going to make a little play inside for Caviglia. Doesn't. Here's McKennie. Moving further. He's getting closed down. Nice little back pass for Weah. Cross coming in. Headed out. Cleaned up again by Danilo. Back to Bremer. Juve in control possession. Salernitana. Low block has been formed. 5 across the back. Weah to Danilo. Over to the opposite sideline here for Kostic. Now back to Danilo. Played inside. 1-2. Vlahovic. Caviglia tried to find Yildiz there, but it's a little too far for him. Or sorry, it was Rabiot. Excuse me. Too far ahead of him. Goes out. Salernitana throwing deep in their territory. See if we can apply a little bit of pressure and take advantage here. Come on. Press them, you guys. Get after this one early. Little touch in for Caviglia. His pass then gets cut off, but he does great work at trying to get the ball back. Between him and Danilo, they press it out. It's a Salernitana throw-in. Lucci set to take this one. Goes it in here. Little 1-2 touch, but it's eaten up by Juventus. Gatti now goes all the way back to Tech. Bremer tells him to slow things down. Danilo now accepts it from Tech. Danilo goes all the way back for Bremer. 6 minutes, 28 seconds in here. 0-0. Questionable non-call on a Yildiz run. But we're still level. Yildiz on it now. Cuts inside. Finds Vlahovic. His pass. Errant doesn't make it out to the flank for Kostic. Ball launched forward. And that's going to go all the way into the right byline for Gatti. Just easily collect. Plays it inside for Caviglia. Nice little ball. Trying to send Weah. Look at the wheels on Weah. He settles it. Great look there from Caviglia. McKennie inside. Oh, he had a little pass ahead there. He didn't take it. Caviglia on it now. What did I say? Caviglia would be one to watch in this one. Playing the side he was on loan with last season. And starting to grow in each of his showings. Starting to show a little more and a little more. All right. Let's go. Shatterstar, welcome to the stream, brother. Let's go. Caviglia set to take this one. Can he find Rabiot's head like he did earlier this season? Let's go. The ball's in. Up! Oh! That went off Salernitana player, off Danilo's header. We're going to get another crack. Come on, baby. One's coming. One's coming. The first is coming, everybody. Another one. Caviglia set to deliver again. Plays it to the back here for Yildiz. Cross to the back post. McKennie. Oh, big save there. Off the McKennie header. Great ball in from Yildiz. That's a big stop from Costil there. Keeping Salernitana level. Big, big stop there. And Juve keeps pressing. Short corner. I usually hate those, but short corner to Yildiz. And then he has a ball from a great angle in. And McKennie ends up making the save. Or McKennie ends up getting saved by Costil. Oh man, I called McKennie for a goal today. I think he's gonna get one. There we go. Weah intercepts his pass. Plays it forward. It's a Cavallo Pazzo on it. Rabiot. Now he cuts inside. Little ball ahead for Vlahovic. Little touch. Weah was running too far forward. But he wins the ball back. Gatti on it now. Caviglia wants it. He gets it. Back to Bremer. Over to Danilo. All Juventus for possession to start this game, everybody. A good positive start opening 10 minutes here. Keep in mind my clock is about 34 seconds behind. Shout out to Alex P for letting me know. Bremer being pressed on the ball here. Got to make a decision. Ends up finding McKennie. What a touch to settle that one down. But he goes all the way back, missing Caviglia. But Caviglia collects now. Turns upfield and takes a look. Light pass over to Bremer. Feints to Gatti. Heads over to Danilo. Kostic dropping on the left sideline. He collects now. Being pressed. Having to go back. Danilo now switching it up for Bremer. And now Bremer trying to go route one. Looking Weah's way. Intercepted by Guillaume. Goes out. It's going to be Juventus throw. McKennie set to take this one. Will he have a long one into the area? Let's see. It's raining over there, everybody, too. So this is going to add another element to this game here. Let's go. McKennie. Long throw. Right into the mixer. Headed out. Weah's going to try and collect. He does. Back out for Weah. Or McKennie. Inside Rabiot. Made a turn. Here's Caviglia. Over to Danilo. Oh, overshoots him a bit, so he has to back up to collect. And Danilo's got to go all the way back for Tech. Unfortunate there. We're just missing a little bit on some passes here. But you see the rain really coming down. Let's go. Bremer. On it for Juve. Takes his time. Over to Danilo. Some good movement early on. We're 11 minutes in, and I do like the movement. The interchange in the midfield. Weah, very active, very willing to push forward. Gatti now inside. Yildiz is dropped all the way to collect that. Plays it back for Bremer. Danilo now tries to launch this one for Vlahovic. Nice settle from Vlahovic. Oh. Does see it off of Guillaume at least, so it is a corner kick for Juventus. Nice ball there from Danilo. A nice trap from Vlahovic. Let's go. Another corner kick for Juventus. Let's get one here. Let's jump on him. Let's get early. Here's Kostic set to take it. Yildiz shows short again. Crossed in. Oh, that's a terrible one, but it falls to Yildiz. Oh, it's going to line up a hit. Back out to Kostic. Kostic. Oh, that's a bullet cross. Nobody was ever going to catch up to. And it's well beyond the back post, too. Ends up going out for goal kick. Oh. You know what? He did see Vlaho, though. And if it dipped down, that probably would have been on the money because Vlahovic was right there. 13 minutes, it's all Juve. It's all Juve. Let's go. Awful corner kick, though. Yes. Yes. Awful corner kick. But still, positive, strong start for Juventus. Launched up here by Kostil. Headed by Salernitana forward. Bremer comes up, eats it. Caviglia wins it. Kostic, quick touch for Rabiot. Rabiot launches. This is too far ahead for Yildiz. But Guillaume forced to just put it out for a throw-in. Yildiz on it now. Able to run at the defense. He's running in. Yildiz in the area again. This one, not a PK. Not a PK, this one, okay? The first one, I think you have a legit case. This one, no. And now the ref's telling him that's twice you've been looking for it. But there is contact. You can't... He's not trying to sell it on here. He was knocked a bit off balance. It's not a PK by any means, but there's an arm across. It's not anything worth telling him he needs to watch out for playing the game. They obviously... He's getting around them. I don't think this one a pen. I think the first one is more of a shout. And I love this. It totally does look like Giroud in goal, eh? Salernitana trying to come back at this. McKennie cleans that one up on Candreva. Goes out for a Salernitana throw and quickly had Candreva now going to the back. Salernitana trying to enjoy some possession. Just knocking about the perimeter. McKennie now putting pressure on Fazio. One quick cut inside and he goes to the opposite end. Salernitana now on the right side. Candreva trying to work something. Trying to get some sustained possession is something they're trying to do as well. Yildiz looks dangerous, though, everybody. Salernitana trying to work their way around Juve's territory here and maintain possession. They have found it outside with Fazio here. Radoric. It ends up going all the way back to Omer. Lucci. Sambia. It's cut out, but again, goes all the way back for Salernitana. Fazio will collect. Candreva now switches from right back to the left side. Tries to flip one in there. Easily cut out by Rabiot. McKennie, quick little flick, but it's cut out. Now to Rabiot. Get this ball out, boys. That's a foul there on Rabiot, but get the ball out. McKennie's got to find the easy option. You're in tight spaces there. We don't need 1-2s in our own territory there. Little sharper on that. Let's go. Now we got the ball played out for Gatti. Scani's going to launch it forward. Look at McKennie's way. Fazio easily wins that. Oh, man. That's just letting them off the hook so easy. Weah, there's no need there. You can apply pressure, but don't give them the easy out there. And to be honest, he didn't even really do anything but get kicked in the junk. So I'm not even sure there's a foul there. This ref, the feeling I get right now, sketchy. Okay? Sketchy. Oh, Simi and Candreva in there. Looked like Candreva was set to tee one up, but his own man, Simi, cut him out. That's okay, I'll take it. Launch forward. Vlahovic tries to do battle. Settled down there by Salernitana. Cut out, but Rabiot's going to get called for a foul with a high boot there. High boot on Legowski. Not to be mistaken for the dude. The big Lebowski. Candreva, again, playing it forward. Look at Simi's way. Caviglia in there to win the ball. Max got the toque on. No protection from any hair, so got to do it. Bradaric looks like he's sent to send a long throw in into Juve's territory. Probably looking for Simi. He does. McKennie heads this one out. Maggiore. Danny Luke. Here we go. Cross coming in. No, Candreva decides against it. Sambia now. Little pass inside. Little 1-2. Here's a hit from Legowski, and it goes right across goal out the other side. It's going to be Juventus throw-in. McKennie set to take the throw-in after Legowski's shot that went right across the pitch the whole way and out. Long throw-in looking Rabiot's way. Doesn't get to it, but Yildiz, that's a foul there. And that's a yellow. There you go. Yildiz has got these guys on strings at the back there, man. I tell you. He's giving them fits. Keep it going, kid. Keep it going. Just giving them fits, man. He's got the wheels, got the dribbling. Now you got one of their backline on a yellow. Absolutely beautiful. Omer not happy. Too bad, man. Suck it up. Let's go. Allegri's cotton hat in the rain. I just love it, man. He literally all I could think of is when Mr. Burns in The Simpsons tries to be that one kid that always wears the toque. Oh my God, I can't remember that kid's name, but that's all I think about when he wears that thing is Mr. Burns in that scene when he's trying to pretend he's that young kid that always wears a toque. Friggin' hilarious. Oh, Gatti, get that ball, man. That's a good ball from Caviglia there. But Caviglia wins it back. Bremer now on it. Plays it ahead. Oh, we got space. McKennie finds it on the right side, carrying it forward. Starts to get challenged. Makes a cut in. Here's the ball across. Cut out. Great work there from Juve. That's a quick turnaround, forcing Salernitana to act quickly. Somebody's got to show short side when McKennie makes that cut. They all went back post. Tony Trim calling Gomberg going out of this game with a red. McKennie's on the throw in here. Let's see if we see another long one. Got to dry that ball off first. Oh, yeah, look at us. All on the byline there in front of the keeper. Here's the long throw. Tried for a flick on there, but Rabiot can't win it. Bremer being chased. Plays it back to Tech safely. Danilo telling him to just calm down, stay on it. Does call for a switch to Kostic. Danilo now to Rabiot. Lot of space opening up now when these guys find the ball in the middle. Weah, who's moved inside. Gatti outside on the right. Back to Weah. Weah's going to switch it over for Danilo. Danilo right at the half line scanning. Over to Gatti. Inside for Weah. Back for Bremer. Feints to Danilo. Goes back to Gatti. Inside. Rabiot to McKennie. Tries to play forward. It's off a Salernitana player. What? Weird. Must have hit the Salernitana player. Hit McKennie and then out. Strange one there. Yeah, let's not talk about Leeds McKennie. Whew. Let's leave that McKennie behind. Throw in, Fazio launches it. Gatti heads it, wins it. It's out there. This is going to be Juventus throw. And Maggiori's down for Salernitana, so we'll have a little break here. Take a look at the stats. Right now, as it sits, 57% possession in favor of Juventus. 1 total attempt for Juve, 2 total attempts for Salernitana, with 1 shot on target for Salernitana. Absolutely no big chances created in this game so far for either side. Very, very tight. Juve has looked the better of the sides for sure. And let's see. We got to find Yildiz more, you guys. Got to find a way to get this kid the ball. He's dangerous right now, and they can't handle him at the back. Launch forward here. Bremer. Weah settles it. Tries to turn this around. Look at this. Doing battle here. Caviglia comes in. Little spin move there. That's a clear. It ripped him down by the shirt. From behind. What the hell? And he's free and clear. Like, that's maybe a yellow too. I don't know. Am I out of line with that one? I told you guys, keep an eye on Caviglia this game. I felt like he was going to show us way more than he has. Here we go. Cross back post. Oh, whoo. What a cross. Bremer was there to put that home. He was right there. That's a hell of a ball from Caviglia, man. And Fazio in the end saving Salernitana. Looks like Caviglia is set to take this corner as well. Let's keep it going. That's a dead ball. We got the ref Guida giving instructions on some altercations happening in the area here. And here we go. Oh, that one's a little low. Able to get cleared. Kostic heads it back over to the side. Caviglia will apply some pressure here. It's launched. Kostic will cut this out. Again, play it right back. Danny Luke here having it out for Salernitana. They play it back. A little bit errant, but they'll have time to collect as everybody was essentially returning back to their shell for Juventus. Fazio plays this one forward for Simi, misses him. Bremer cuts it out. Nice little turn. Takes his time now, settles it for Danilo. Rabiot on it. Yildiz is dropping back to try and show for. He does want to collect the ball a little bit more. We should try and find him. Gatti to Bremer, over to Danilo. Has a little bit of space in front of him. Inside for Caviglia. Over to Kostic. Played up. And here's Vlahovic. Rabiot making a run. I think he might be offside. Cuts inside. Tries to get in there. Nothing doing. Defensive, good defensive play there. Holding position. Rabiot lobbying. But nothing doing there. He was offside as well. This is good, though. I like what I'm seeing from Juventus, guys. I feel like a goal's right there for us. Definitely the much, much better side, but we do have to get one. We do have to get one. When you are, when you're this much better, you got to start getting rewarded for it. You got to show it. So we got to find that goal. We got to find that goal. Come on, lads. Let's go. 26 minutes. Throw in there. Foul on Kostic. Kostic pulling the shirt there. Easy, easy call. Fazio on it. Has no options. Launches this one down the byline. Gatti ends up having to clean it up as Simi was in behind him. Bremer was watching him, but Gatti decides to clean it up, put it out. Bladaric going to take the throw and quickly had Candreva on it now. Cutting to his right foot. Plays it back. Back to Candreva. Again, cross, errant, nobody, and Kostic just pumping this back to Salernitana's D every fucking time. Settle down, man. Fazio to Candreva. Just control the damn ball there, Kostic. There's no need to pump it forward. He had time. No, unfortunately, the time on my screen is 34 seconds behind because when I clicked the button to start the timer, it didn't actually start. So 34 seconds behind where I'm at. My feed is actually currently at 27:45. McKennie's on it now for Juve. Weah moves up to the right. Cuts back inside for Caviglia. He's going to scan. Has Rabiot to the left. Kostic just ahead of him. Drops it back for Danilo. 28 minutes, everybody. Gatti. To McKennie. Come on. Caviglia on it now. Over to Danilo. Kostic. For Danilo. Inside for Caviglia. 1-2 from Vlahovic to Weah. Outside to McKennie. Oh, nice little flip pass. Caviglia found some space. 1-2. Oh, Vlahovic tried to turn his man. That was much, much better. Look at Caviglia getting advanced there. Finding the spaces. Oh, Kostic. Can't get his pass by Sambia. I think it ends up, in the end, I think it also goes off of Kostic for a Salernitana throw. Allegri drying himself up. Look at it. Tell me that isn't Mr. Burns when he plays that kid in The Simpsons. Come on. I'm going to find that picture. I'm telling you guys. That's all I can think about. Gatti flips it forward. Yildiz, don't give it to him in an aerial battle. Here's Weah. Oh, man. We just can't find our marks. Bremer wins it back. Oh, but he gets called for shove on the back there on Simi. That's all right. You just give him the business and let him know it's going to be tough sledding all game. Bremer just all over him. No issues. No issues. Fazio on it, trying to play forward. Errant pass again. We can take that guy pulling the strings all game, everybody. Gatti has Danilo there. Plays it to Bremer, who then finds Danilo. Has space ahead of him. Scans. Decides against pulling any triggers there. Plays it to Vlahovic. Right back to Danilo. Just trying to get the defense moving a bit. Gatti now on the right side. Scans. Caviglia tells him to go back to Bremer. He does. Kostic on it on the left side is turned. Gone back to Danilo. To Bremer. Bremer's going to scan. Bremer's started, if you guys have noticed over the past few games, he started to take more chances in his passing and the vertical passes for sure. Danilo being pressed, ends up finding Rabiot, who dropped back to collect. Yildiz is dropped inside to try and get the ball. He does. Oh, cuts his man. Oh, yeah, draws another foul. We're in advantage. Played over. Kostic crosses it in. Flicked up, stays at the back for Caviglia. Has a hit. It's blocked. It stops for us. Oh, my God, Weah. Couldn't get it through the traffic. And now we get the yellow, rightfully so, on Maggiore. Yildiz has them on strings, everybody. Find the ball to his feet. This kid is lightning in a friggin' bottle. Let's go. Let's go. He's got 2 of these guys on yellows already. Get the ball to this kid's feet. Absolutely skinned the first guy and then had enough to beat Maggiore 2 there. We even got advantage out of it. Another yellow there. Keep the kid cooking, but you got to get the ball to his feet. So we ended up getting advantage and then ends up getting to an offside point. And now Costil's going to launch this up for Salernitana. Aerial battle there. And Rabiot actually just shoves his man off and sees it out for a Juventus throw. Let's go. Let's go. We got to get 1 in this half, everybody. Got to get 1-0 up going into that second. Rabiot makes a move forward. Yildiz drops down to show. But Danilo goes to Bremer, as Yildiz wasn't in the space quite yet. Danilo now up for Vlahovic, settles it. Plays it over to Kostic. Little one touch for Rabiot. Rabiot settles it. Cuts inside, finding Caviglia. Has got Simi all over his back. He gets a foul there. And Caviglia's positioning has been brilliant. And he's eating those fouls. That's pro shielding right there. Oh, McKennie told to deal with it with the chest bomb off Gatti there. Holy. Take it easy there, Gatti. McKennie now on the throw here. Bremer to Danilo. To Rabiot. Rabiot's going to go back to Danilo. Yildiz trying to get into a pocket here to be able to accept this ball. Bremer feints to the right, goes back to Danilo. Yildiz wants it, but Danilo goes to Kostic. Inside for Caviglia, who put under there, but gets it back to Danilo. Now over to Bremer. Bremer bypasses Gatti to McKennie. Now he goes back to Gatti. Bremer's going to take it. Over to Danilo. Space opening up as they started to overload the right side. Over to Rabiot. He turns. Now he's going to go back to Bremer. Keep it moving, guys. Got to get the legs going. Gatti. Too long. Ends up going to Bremer. Now Danilo. And we're starting to inch further and further forward. You could see that. Oh, tried to get a 1-2 going between Yildiz and Rabiot, but Rabiot's ball was way too far ahead of Yildiz. 34 minutes, 35 seconds is where my feed is at. Apologies for my ticker being off, but we're okay. Yes, we did. We got Luigi Cherubini and to 2027 But I believe there's a significant sell-on clause from Roma. The last rumor was 50%, which is insane. But maybe. Better than nothing, considering all we've got is Huijsen going there for a loan with absolutely no options on it. Yildiz takes a foul there, but good hard work from him. Trying to get the ball back from Maggiore. Maggiore complaining about getting this kid on a card or something. It's not that bad, buddy. Take it easy. Yeah, he's like right there nipping at the ball. You want a yellow. Give me a break. "34-year-old in next gen." Yeah, I did notice. And it gives me hope. Salernitana knocking the ball around the back. Fazio is going to be on it right now. Again, just probably want to cool things down and maintain some possession. Now they go back to Costil. He's going to pump this one forward. Bremer comes in, chests it down, settles it. Got to play quick. Does, but too far from Rabiot. And Salernitana cuts it off, and now they can run at us a bit. Kostic is going to be watching Sambia here. There's an overlap. Sambia with a cross in. Oh, handled by Bremer, but he does get it wrong, and now it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick for Salernitana coming up here. Getting set to take this. Come on. Here we go. Cross it. Simi did get a head to it, but it goes out to the backside. Oh. And that's going to be called goal kick for Juventus after Chona's cross going across. Danny Luke here over to Sambia. Quickly being pressed. Megs Kostic. There's a foul there. There's a second foul there. I was sketched out about Guida, to be honest, but I think he's been doing a good job. I don't really have any problems with how he's officiated this one, other than I think that first one is a PK. Danny Luke. Chona. To Sambia. Back to Danny Luke. Gomber. Gomber and Maggiore on yellows. This is a long ball all the way through for Sambia. Back to Chona. Plays it inside. There's a hit, and it's in the back of the net. Back of the net for Salernitana. 38th minute. Maggiore stepping into that space. Holy hell, guys. Holy hell. A long ball forward that we don't clean up. And then we get caught on trailing runs. And it opens up the hit. And the hit was superb. Superb hit from Maggiore. But here's the long ball. Kostic and Danilo both out there. Kostic ends up going to take that duty. Chona cuts in. You got Caviglia and Danilo there, and then a trailing run there. Bremer's late getting out to it, and bang. He put it in the only window he had, way out of Tech's reach. It's a good hit, but damn, that stings. What did I say about having to be rewarded while being the better side and dominating play? Salernitana 1-0 up. They're fired up. We got to respond. You got to get a goal here. We had moments, we had opportunities, but let's go. Too passive. Come on. Get back to where the legs were moving in the opening 15 minutes. McKennie now trying to launch towards Vlahovic. Does well to chest down, but it's cleared. Bremer. Over to Danilo. Let's get those legs moving. Come on. Danilo to Bremer. Salernitana shelled up completely here. Let's go, you guys. Over to McKennie. Quick one touch in for Weah. Oh, Weah does earn a foul there, and I don't think it was a foul, to be honest. But I'll take it. Get Caviglia on this ball, and let's have it in here. A yellow going out. And that goes out to Inzaghi. Dell's telling everybody to calm. He has faith in the mental fortitude. Let's go. Let's go. We got to equal up before going into halftime. Caviglia stepping over this. Let's get another beauty delivery kid, and let's put this one in. Let's forget about that 1-0 down. Caviglia. Cross in. Oh, flick to the back post. Rabiot takes a swipe at it, but it goes over his leg. Kostic keeps it in. He has a cross now. Hits the first man. First man goes down. And now we got to wait. That Danny Luke or Majori? We look at the goal again. 2 trailers. Step tight there. You know what? That's tough. Waiting for your mids to get back, and Caviglia does come to offer support to Danilo so he doesn't get beat 1v1, but leaves a guy up top and nobody else close down. It's one of those things. Your mids are still getting back and your center backs are in the area defending. It's either they step up or you wait for your mids to get back. Probably a wrong decision. Still, in the end, he had to take a hell of a shot to score that, and he did. Gatti cuts this one out. Oh, that's a violent lunge in there to try and save that ball. Gatti gets yellow for it. It's a hard challenge for the ball. Coming through after on Legowski. But to be honest, yeah, studs up on that back ankle too. Yeah, you got to be in control. That's the one thing. Got to be in control. "43 minutes, 16 seconds, everybody." Fazio set to launch this one forward on the free kick after Gatti's foul. This one's going to go all the way to Tech. Like I said, we can let Fazio pull the strings all day long. Ooh, Kostic does find Rabiot. Yildiz there. On it now. Nice ball forward for Rabiot. Kostic making the run. You're there. Close down quickly. You have to know he's coming in quick, Kostic. You have to know that. You got to feel that. You just have to know and maintain that possession. They're trying to say that Rabiot let the ball go out there. Rabiot chest down. Danilo. Oh my God. Well beyond anybody. Nobody was offering that stay-at-home option. Gatti to Bremer. Danilo on the byline now. Inside he has Yildiz. Yildiz gets it. He's going to go back to Gatti. Being closed down. Now plays it out for McKennie who's dropped back. He's got pressure coming on him. And he's going to go back for Bremer. Yildiz wants this ball. He says, come on. Get forward. Give me this ball. Bremer goes to Danilo. Back to Bremer. Danilo now finding Yildiz. Back to Bremer. to Danilo. Juve looking for lanes, looking for avenues. Oh, that's nicely cut out. Vlahovic a little late on the read there after Sambia did stop that ball, but it was cut inside. In the end, Salernitana has it out for a throw-in. I'm going to let the ticker keep up here. He's let it go for half, everybody. No time. You've dished out how many yellows? Not a second of stoppage. Wow. What on earth is that all about? Wow. We got 3 yellow cards and not even a minute. Okay. Nonetheless, 1-0 down at half, everybody, okay? And this is one of these things, like I say, when you're the better side for the majority of a game, or half, whatever, you have to be rewarded. And I felt like we got out of the gate strong and the legs were moving, but as it got going, this is something we've also seen from Juventus. We can start to slow down a bit and then the legs stop moving, and then we really struggle to kind of find those avenues. We have to find yildiz more with the ball at feet, but there has to be more. Weah lost that influence as the half went on. We need these guys that are pacey, that are dynamic to help us, because Salernitana was shelled up before when it was 0-0 with 5 across the back. Now that they're 1-0 up, that shell ain't going anywhere. So we need some dynamic guys to be key for us. We got to keep pressing. Caviglia did a great job in that first half. Very pleased with his performance. Kostic was not doing enough. So we had good positive play off the right flank. The left flank, not so much. Rabiot is making good runs. They're not always being rewarded. Kostic missing a few key runs, not able to get the ball through on some passes. So it's there. We're doing well, but maybe we have to use Vlahovic a little more too, because that started off good in the first half, using him as that target and playing off of him. But we kind of stopped doing that. We got too comfortable going around the perimeter. Got to look inverted. And like I said, Weah was going to have to be inverted if he wanted to have some success. In the end, is what it is. 62% possession for Juventus. 5 total attempts. None on target. I'm not sure how you have 0 on target when you forced a good stop off a McKennie header. So obviously they did hit target, but it's still not enough. We should be getting more out of 62% possession. Am I making any changes immediately at the half? An argument could be made to get Illing Jr. in there. An argument could be made there. Again, this is why it's so important that you make the most out of your minutes when you get them. Based on when you're looking at what he did in the match against Salernitana's Z side, okay? He's not instilling a lot of confidence, but it might have to happen, everybody. Might have to happen. That's probably the only change I'd look at. I think everything else, we just got to test them more. We have to test them much more, okay? That's the bottom line. You got 62% possession, 5 total attempts. They get 38% possession, 3 total attempts, 2 on target. In the end, no big chances for either sides. 4 out of our 5 attempts are inside the area, and all 3 of their attempts inside the area. We need the guys that are key for us to push, to really push this second half. We got to get it going. 1-0 down. Jesus, that's brutal. Like, that is brutal, especially for a game when you're dominating play. But again, what did I say? What did I say in the preview to this game? I said if they want to go 4-2-3-1 again, I'd say there you go. There's advantage Juventus. They went 3-5-2. And when we face that shell, it's difficult for us to create. But we found a way to give them problems. How did that happen? Pace, tempo, out of the gate. You want to break teams down that do this? It's not going to happen if you're playing slow. It's got to be quick. Vertical passes when the overload is one side, that's how you do it. We were doing that early in the start, and then we got away from it, all right? So let's get back to it. Vertical passes, separating the overload. They overload one side, you shift it quickly, vertically, and get going. Bremer was even doing that, and it was working just fine. And move the ball quickly. When you find Yildiz, it's got to be to feet. But Yildiz is having to drop back now, too far back to try and collect it. We need everybody to push, and we need options. They got to get the legs moving again, and again, pick up the pace. It's got to be quicker. Got to be quicker. 1-0 down. Not ideal and not the way you wanted to see that half go, but it's just too many minutes where it's not at that same level of how we start off the game. I hate letting teams off the hook, okay? I hate letting teams off the hook. When you are dominating like that, possession and everything, and you slow down, you make it so easy for them. You make it easy for them to get into their defensive zones. You make it easy for them to shut you down. It's got to be quicker. It's got to be quicker. And like I said, only change I would consider is there's a shout for Illing Jr. to come in. Outside of that, let's keep it going, but let's pick up the pace, all right? Coffee with Cards, my man. I'd expect it's Steven there. Love what they do. Again, if you're in the hobby and you collect cards like I do, these are your guys, okay? Out of Ontario beauties, and he's calling for me to be future Juve coach. Woo! I don't know if they're bold. Juve's always been a bold side. I don't know if they're that bold. But let's go. Let's go. You guys are making some shouts for Illing Jr. I see it in here. More shouts for Illing Jr. Let's go. Reno. No, obviously not good. 1-0 down, but we're dominating the play. We just got to start. You got to start actually seeming dangerous with it. We got to get Yildiz on the ball more and get him going. Okay. Got to get Yildiz going more. He has been the one. He's got them on strings at the back. He's responsible for getting 2 of their players on yellow cards. In this second half, get started the exact way you started this game. Maybe we get them on a red, okay? A second yellow, and then that will definitely help us. But put everything at them. They want to shell up, make them pay, punish teams for doing that. And again, though, it's not easy. It's not easy when a team clamps down and shells up like that. And look at us. We're making a living off it this year. It's time for us to get going. So let's go. A lot of shouts there for Hans Nicolucci Caviglia being at fault for that one. So again, like I said, Chona's there staring dead at Danilo in the area. Caviglia came in to help. Then we ended up with 2 trailers clear at the top of the area. The rest of his midfielders too far away to help Caviglia. And in the end, Bremer didn't step up until after, maybe thinking that Hans would get there or whatnot. I'm not so sure. It's a bit of a breakdown from all, but yeah, you can make the argument. You could also make the argument if Danilo gets beat there, why Caviglia just stood at the top next to that guy. So it's, it's kind of the same. For me, though, one of the things we said is when you look at the defensive solidity, a lot of that goes to, and this is not a knock on Hans Nicolucci Caviglia, because personally, I don't think he really did anything wrong. Like I said, if Danilo gets beat 1v1 there, then we're shitting on Caviglia for not offering support. But my next statement has nothing to do with Hans Nicolucci Caviglia or knocking him, because Locatelli is tremendous at the defensive side of things for Juventus, and even the stability in ball retention and whatnot. And overall this game, Caviglia has done fantastic. He's spread the ball out. better in terms of what we want Locatelli to be doing. So it's a bit of one of these things where you got to take the good with some of the bad or some errors here and there. It is what it is. Overall, I have no issues with the lineup this first half. I can say probably the only one that stood out for me to really be struggling is Filip Kostic. He struggled that half, and he made some brutal decisions, and his execution wasn't where it needs to be. And that's the only play I'm probably looking at change. We're looking at a brilliant cross in from Yildiz to McKennie, and he forces a good save from Costo there. Yet again, the stats show 0 attempts. I don't know how you get a 0 attempts on target when you literally force a great save. We look at Yildiz, his 2 opportunities there at the start of the game. Second one, not a PK. The first one, I challenge. I challenge that first one being a PK when your legs are entangled like that. But again, we'll see what happens, all right? We'll see what happens. Everybody, while you're up here joining the halftime show, get the likes up, all right? And I saw my man up here. Where the heck did he go? Michael Razzo. Ciao, AJC. Will come out guns blazing. Let's go. Let's go. Great to see you in here. Missed you on all the live shows, all right? You were able to make so many last season, but happy to see you in here for the halftime show. Let's get those likes ramped up, everybody, okay? It takes a second. Helps the channel out tremendously. So let's go, and thank you for all your continued support. I'll remind everybody, last day today for 24% off everything in the merch store, okay? Super chat also enabled if you choose that way. The memberships, guys that are members, thank you so much for all your continued support. If you guys see something or want to clip something from this or any of our shows, feel free to do so and share it on all the media platforms out there, okay? We always love that kind of stuff. Now let's get to some thoughts on Hans Nicolucci Cavilla for Tuesday. Hans is good offensively, but has been shaky defensively. He has been saved by the Machine McKennie a few times. Not calling for Nico to be pulled, but his positioning was off. Tech not at fault for that one. Unrealistic to expect a save there. I would never call for a save there. Like I said, the hit from Majori was spot on. Despite us being off positionally there, again, still, he had to come up with a brilliant hit there because Bremer did close it down too and take away his angles. But that was a good shot. That was a good shot, okay? Now, what are we going to do second half? We don't have to change anything. We don't have to get crazy. Like I said, we gave them fits when the tempo was upbeat and quick. That's all we have to do. But maybe, just maybe, you add a little more flair. You add a little more spice. And you play Illing Jr. I did say this. What did we talk about this morning when we talk about positions, formations, and will we ever see a trident? What did I say? I said, if you expect to see Yildiz, Chiesa, and Vlahovic, it would have to be a moment. It would have to be a situation that called for upon it. This is a situation that calls for it. If Chiesa was fit, this is the time that you play Yildiz as one of those advanced midfielders centrally. Because if they want to shut down the flanks, you got to go through the middle. Yildiz in there with Chiesa, Vlahovic. This would have been the perfect opportunity for it, okay? We see Illing Jr. warming up, and it looks like he's got the training top off. Illing Jr. possibly set to come in, and there's Allegri wasting no time pulling some strings. Respect. Respect. De Sciglio. Man, I forget about this guy all the time. So thank you, Opa, for the reminder. Thank you so much for the reminder, my friend. And you know what? This is actually not that bad a shout to try Milik for Vlahovic. Not a bad shout. I'd maybe wait till 60 for that one, but it's not a bad shout by any means. And, yeah, Alex P saying, God damn, if Kostic is out at halftime, he's in trouble. I also see Rugani taking the training top off. So it looks like we're going to have a couple changes here, and Max ain't wasting no time, and there you go. Illing, Rugani, Max, taking the toque off. Didn't like my remarks about how he reminded me of Mr. Burns in that scene. He's got the toque off for now. Hanging out in the racing chairs in the Salernitana bench. And there you go. It's Illing Jr. It's Rugani. So probably not messing around with Gatti on a yellow. I would expect Rugani there. Rugani maybe moving to the left side, bringing Danilo to his favorable right side. And maybe that's something they wanted to do, because maybe they think there's more lanes on the right side and Danilo progresses the ball better than anybody back there. Maybe. Just spitballing here. We'll see what happens. All I know, we got to win this game, everybody. That's all I know. That's all I could tell you 1,000%. And like I said, respect. He's acted quick. Max ain't messing about here. We got to get the job done here. I would love for Illing Jr. to have a strong outing and bring to us what he was last season. Rugani set to come in. Let's go, lads. Waiting for the board to be officially put up. We're still waiting for Salernitana to take the field, and that's why they can't make these subs official right now. Look at Inzaghi right there out onto the pitch, giving some directions. Now we got the changes official. Rugani in for Gatti, Illing Jr. in for Kostic. And I don't think it can be denied how bad Kostic was. And again, we're chasing this game 1-0 down. You got to do it. We're getting ready for the second half to kick off. I'll make sure this clock is on point. And there we go. Second half. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Get this equalizer early. And then let's win this game. Come on. We can't afford any slip-ups. Bremer. To Rugani. Or sorry, Danilo. So Danilo has moved to the right side. Rugani takes up the left. Yildiz drops back. Little exchange with Bremer. Now Bremer goes all the way forward for Vlahovic. Stops it to Lucci Caviglia. Bad read there. Trying to go to McKennie. Never had it. Legowski. Caviglia gets back. Here's a ball played forward for Chuna and Bremer. All over him. Reads that. Swallows it up. Plays it back. Danilo on it. Left-footed bomb going out there. Vlahovic, come on. Get up there and engaged in those. Caviglia a little shove in the back there, but the ref gives nothing. Guida says play on. Bremer down at the back. Is he just fixing his boot? Yeah. Danilo over to Rugani. Plays it up for Yildiz. Yildiz to Illing Jr. Little 1-2 with Vlahovic. There you go. Wheels on Illing. Oh, just couldn't turn Sambia. Forced to play it. Oh, pump right back in. Watch for offsides. Don't give them the free outs here. Bremer being chased by Simi. He's on his off foot, but he does get it back to Tech. Tech's going to take a touch to his right. Play it now to Danilo. Danilo's got some space. Slowly being closed down by Candreva. He's going to go all the way back for Tech. Bremer taking his time getting back into the play. Now he finds the ball. Rugani's going to spread out to the left. Rabiot collects. Come on. Rabiot. Over to Danilo. No, back to Bremer. Bremer over to Illing. Illing on the flank. Oh, nice cut in there from Yildiz. Up ahead for Vlahovic. Out to Illing. Right-footed cross going back post. Oh, just can't hit the run there. Rugani tried to head it back into the mixer. Nothing doing. Here's Bremer. But Rabiot wins it. Beautiful. Okay, let's go, you guys. Take it to him. Now we got some more flair. Like I said, you got a little more spice there with Illing. Bremer. Bremer over for McKennie. Trying to have this in for Vlahovic. Gets beat, but it goes back to McKennie. Over to Danilo. Come on, let's go, you guys. Over to Bremer. Bremer now going to Illing Jr. On his right foot. Goes back for Rugani. Illing cuts inside to try and be an option. Bremer's on it now. Goes up. Oh, nice little 1-2. Caviglia has a little space here. Plays it up forward for Vlahovic. Nice settle. All the way over for Yildiz. Yildiz up forward for Rabiot. Rabiot cross in. Oh, that has to go in. Oh, that has to go in. Weston. Weston. Oh, that has to go in. That's all right. That is positive. Okay, that's positive. That's got to be 1-1, but that's okay, you guys. It's looking much, much better. The legs are moving again. Like I said, the tempo is quicker. That's better. That's better. Come on. Come on. Keep pushing. Get this early equalizer, and then we'll be sitting pretty. Come on. Get this early equalizer, and then we could take it to them. Come on. We needed that one. We needed that one. Illing Jr. heads this one. Forward, still getting played back. That one looks like it's off Simi, actually, but it's going to be a Salernitana throw-in. Sambia's down. Oh, Tony, I love this. And I hope you're right, brother. We're getting 3 this app. I hope you're right. Man, I can't believe Weston couldn't direct that one in. I thought for sure that was going to be the goal. Brilliant, brilliant build-up, you guys. Brilliant build-up. And again, just moving that ball quickly and getting the legs moving and making the runs. Fazio's going to take over the captain's armband here. 50-minute. Caviglia on it to Illing. Just bounces it off Sambia. It's going to be a throw-in. Sambia still laboring. There you go. McKennie. He's got a little bit of space. Being closed down by Legowski. Got to move the ball. There you go to Weah. Weah's going to cross this one in. Oh! Man, I'm sorry. He just takes him right out. There's no play on the ball there. Oh my God. And it's not going to be looked at or VAR because he saw the contact and the ref just ruled it nothing. But it's garbage. Come on. Fight through, go, guys. Push through. Push through. That's just garbage to me. No play for the ball. Bumps him right off, and he's got the right to that position, for God's sakes. Yildiz battling there. Illing comes in there. Sees it out. Illing doesn't like the challenge in there from Maggiore, who's on a yellow. Unless that was Danny Luke. Maggiore's the one down, sorry, so it was Danny Luke that stepped into Illing, and Illing took exception. I don't understand how you can quickly brush that off when it's a cross going into Vlahovic. Look at that! It's a clear check. He's not playing for the ball whatsoever. I don't understand that. L'arbitro Nick's going to have his work cut out for him on the review in this one, man, and breaking these down, because if he's going to try and say supportable calls here, I'm questioning the first one on Yildiz. I'm questioning this one. No play for the ball whatsoever. Clear cut in to his hips. Man, that's just filthy. Rabiot, nice touch inside. That was actually... Hold on. Rabiot. That's a foul. This is a good spot. Who takes this hit? Who takes this hit? This is a good spot. Caviglia stepping up. Oh, red. Second yellow on Majari. Let's go. Red card. Now we're in business, baby. Now we're cooking. There. Get the hell out of here, you mutt. Nice goal, but you might still go down as a 0 and not a hero, brother. Love it. Adrian Rabiot. Nice drive. Nice drive. There's your second yellow. Let's go. Let's go. That was Tony Trim that called that. Saying red card. Somebody's getting sent off. Red card. Now we're in business, everybody. Now we're in business. Absolutely zero excuses to not at minimum equalize this, but we need the 3 points, everybody. We need the victory. I don't need to see Majori. You can go cry in the dressing room, okay? Get the camera feed off the tunnel. Let's go. Who's taking this hit for Juventus? Caviglia is over it. And honestly, let the kid have the hit. Vlahovic is over it, but this one's not really suited to the left footers. Maybe. I wouldn't mind Caviglia having a rip here. I wouldn't mind Caviglia having this hit, everybody. I wouldn't be surprised with a one-touch and Danilo running into this. Oh, Caviglia. Vlahovic tells him, relax. It's okay. A little too high in the end from Caviglia, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. How many free kicks has he taken for us? His dead balls have been great this game. You let him continue. It's okay. It's okay. Costil set to launch this one. We're at 54 minutes, 24 seconds, okay? And Salernitana down a man. Juve absolutely has to take advantage. Timothy Weah moving up the pitch with this one. Back for Caviglia. Over to Rugani. Rabiot wants it. Clapping his hands. Let's go. Up ahead for Vlahovic. Trying to settle this one. Can't settle it. It's launched. All the way back. Rugani has to collect. Look at this. Collect the ball and let's go. I don't need it to be so friggin' slow. It's our clock, boys. Here's Caviglia on it. Over to Danilo. Put them under and test them a lot. Quick. Rabiot wants this. Now Rabiot makes a run deeper. Rugani. Over to Danilo. Find somebody fast, Danilo. Let's go. McKennie tries to flip this one on. Oh, great job there from Caviglia. Vlahovic just can't settle that. It ends up getting cleared. It's going to be thrown for Juventus. I believe Salernitana is going to make a switch here. Trying to make an adjustment as now they are one man down. It's going to be Braun that comes in for Salernitana. So Chonet's coming out. Braun's coming in. Guys, I don't think... I think as far as personnel goes, we could be okay. It's just tempo. It's just that pace. Speed it up with the ball movement. Put them under. Make them work. They're one man down. Make them run. Move that ball around. Let it do all the work for you. These little 5-foot passes between defenders. Look at him now. Yildiz has dropped back. Get that ball over quickly. Yildiz finds it now 1-2 with Rugani. Back to Bremer. Danilo. Over to Weah. Cuts inside. Back to Danilo. To Rugani. Now take advantage of this overload. There you go. Illing. Back to Rugani. To Bremer. Look at how far back we've pushed Salernitana. You have to start getting opportunities from this. Let's go. Push. Push. Rugani to Rabiot. Back to Rugani. Keep pushing. Bremer. McKennie. And for God's sakes, when you pass the ball, put some heat on it. Let's get it to our players. Danilo with a cross. That's a terrible cross, but it's blocked. Falls to Yildiz. Oh, a pass inside. Misses Caviglia. Rugani, get it to somebody quick, for God's sakes. Let's go. What are you waiting for them to get set up? Weah's going to collect this. Candreva coming in to pressure him. Back for Danilo. To Weah. Weah's going to cross this. Takes a deflection. Yildiz tries to head that on goal. It's going to be out. It's going to be goal kick for Salernitana. It's too easy, you guys. Too easy. Have to challenge them more. Have to get that ball in there. Here comes Milik. There was a shout out there to take Vlahovic out and play Milik, but it looks like it's actually Caviglia coming out. Hans Nicolucci, Caviglia coming out. Milik. What does this mean? Two-man pivot, McKennie, Rabiot, Yildiz, advanced. Big change, big change. Let's see if it pays dividends for Juventus. Bremer doing battle here, sees it out. It's going to be Salernitana throw-in. Yildiz is still hanging tight to the left, so I don't think he's... This appears to be a 3-4-2-1 with Milik and Yildiz behind Vlahovic. Rabiot to Illing, who finds Milik. Does well, and now shifts the ball over to Danilo. We can move forward. Finding Weah. Holy shit, settle that ball down. Come on, lads. Let's go. Move that ball around. Get it out of here. Rabiot in control now in the heart. Over to Rugani. To Rabiot. To Rugani. Shit, you guys. You have a little quick pass in there for Milik. Here's Yildiz. Scanning. Oh, his cross. Too far for Milik. Headed out by Salernitana. Simi applying pressure. Bremer eats it up and gives it back to Danilo. Danilo now. Finding Weah. Cuts inside. Can't settle that ball down. Our forward needs to show for. So Vlahovic he's pushing that center back further back, but he needs to start showing for, because when they try to make these dribbles inside here, he's not able to fight for that ball on those loose balls or passes that are deflected. Holy Christ. And then we just have another errant pass. Come on, you guys. Find your own team. Let's go. Illing. Is he going to take his man on? Little play forward for Vlahovic. He's backing up Omer. Now he's got two guys to deal with. In the end, nothing there. Do not foul. There you go. Bremer over to McKennie. Danilo. Inside for Milik. Played up for Vlahovic. To McKennie, back to Vlahovic. Oh! Vlahovic. There was a touch from Salernitana, but it looks like he's given goal kick. The slightest of touches, but honestly, that's not a good hit. He had a trail. Just dip it off to the trailer. I thought McKennie had a chance for a crack there too on the dish. We got to get one here, lads. 61 minutes, 15 seconds, 1-0 down to Salernitana, who's now parking it. We got to get goals. Let's go. Foul there on Rugani as he battles with Simi. Absolutely need the 3 points here. Absolutely need the 3 points, you guys. Free kick here for Salernitana. I highly doubt they put it into the mixer. They do have about 4 bodies forward, though. Maybe. I'd expect them to... No, Candreva will take a stab at this. He'll take a stab at this and putting it into the mixer. They'll try and get something out of it. in the end, try and get back there. Come on, Yildiz. Too far for him to try and close down quick enough. Milik coming out to Kandreva. Long ball forward. Rugani and Simi battling yet again. Iling comes in to help. Now pops it forward for Milik. Does well. You gotta be fast, Milik. Guys, it has to be quick if you're gonna try and play the counter game like that. On those counters, you gotta be quick. Too long, Milik. Way too long. The second you see it, and he had a run inside. All he had to do was touch it inside, and that midfielder was screaming through. He didn't have to go route one. Just getting a little antsy because we're down 1 goal. That's okay. Come on. Iling Jr. on it now. Cuts inside. Plays it to Rabiot. Little 1-2. Back to Iling. To Bremer. He's got Danilo there. Feints. Goes all the way back for Rugani. Rabiot now. Rugani moves forward centrally. Iling. Over to Danilo. To Milik. Cuts inside. Has a hit. Too easy for Kostil. 63rd minute. Milik having a rip there from the top of the area. Come on, you guys. We got to mix it up. We got to play. Vlahovic is doing a good job holding the ball up. We got to play off of him. Get Yildiz closer to him and start playing the two off each other. Here's Vlahovic. Settles it for Milik. That's a foul all day. Holy hell. Brutal one. Come on, you guys. 64th minute. Danilo to Bremer. Back to Danilo. Get this ball moving. Let's go. McKennie's on it. Inside for Milik. Back on his left foot. Oh, to Weah. Inside. Iling. Yes, Iling. Iling. Let's go. Iling Jr. That's what we need from him. Let's go. 1-1, baby. And now it's time to take the victory. Let's go. 1-1. Beautiful. Need an impact. Stayed at his back post. The ball made it all the way through. Let's go. Come on. Time to win this, baby. Time to win this. Let's go. 1-1, baby. Now it's time to win it. Let's go. Time to win it, everybody. And you know what? We were all screaming for it. And credit to Max Allegri on acting immediately. But the job is not done. It is time to take the 3 points, Juventini. Let's go. Fino alla fine. Iling doing some hard work defensively. Salernitana trying to come at us. Here's a rip. Big stop from Tech. You guys, they've just gotten out of the shell. We can't let them all of a sudden come at us like this. Now we go. Played forward for Vlahovic. Plays it off. Iling trying to just maintain his balance. Can't keep the ball in. That's okay. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. That's a great rip too, but Tech read that one all the way. Absolutely laced that thing. Come on. Waid, that's a great shout from you. Great shout from you. On Iling Jr. That's what we need him to do. We need him to have some kind of impact. Kostic was absolutely horrid, and Iling Jr. needed to come into this game. I'm happy that Iling Jr. has shown more already than he did in the Copa match. So, good on him. McKennie. Switching it out. But I'm telling you guys, we're seeing a two-man pivot here. It's Rabiot and McKennie. We should be... Our team's... Oh, Rabiot's ball in for Milik. Milik, you have to settle. You have to settle that. Was it offside? I think he ended up being called offside. Yeah, just barely too. Oh my God, man. Whoo. Lucky's called offside there, but we have another change. Miretti coming in for Kenan Yildiz. Man, I feel like it's a shame for Yildiz. Like, he had them on strings back there, and he's so good on the ball. We just couldn't get him as involved as we wanted to. Miretti coming in now. Hopefully he can have an impact. Got a goal in the Coppa Italia match. We need a goal today. But we are seeing two-man pivot. I've said for a while, this team, to me, the players we have, everything screams to me two-man pivot. And it'll help shift the balance. So let's see what happens. Been wanting to see this, but I've also been wanting to see it with an advanced central mid. Miretti now enters, and he could be that guy. There's his first touch. 1-2 with Rabiot. Rugani now tailing Junior. Is he going to take his man on? Oh, lovely. Lovely. Oh, tried to thread the needle there on a pass to Miretti, and it was cut out. Good, positive work, though. McKennie takes a foul there. Slows everything down. He's going to take a yellow for his troubles. Cards are being dished out. We're at 68 minutes, 40 seconds here on my feed. I think the game in like other feeds is actually 69-24, but for me, my feed, we're at 68-56. Candreva. Cross back post. Oh. Tech on it with Simi lurking there, and that's a dangerous ball from Candreva. Oh, man. Woo. Rabiot on the ball. Plays it over Daling Jr. on the left side. Salernitana locking things down. Candreva has now moved to the right side for the time being. Danilo. 1-2 with McKennie. See, we can't slow down just because we're 1-1. You hurt them with tempo and pace and rhythm and passing. Keep doing it. Here's Rabiot and McKennie. 1-2. Over to Daling. Back to Rugani. Over to Bremer. Has Danilo there. Feints to him. Comes back the opposite direction to Rugani. Miretti wants it. He gets it. Back to Rugani. Miretti showing again. Back to Rugani. It's getting tight there. That's why you got to switch it out with pace quickly. Get out of the overload. Get out of the overload. There it is. Weah to McKennie. Inside for Milik. Outside to Danilo. Steps forward. It's going to get tight there. Here's McKennie. Inside for Weah. 1-2 between them. Back to Danilo. McKennie inches forward. Here's a cross. Going back towards Milik. Headed out. Rabiot's going to clean it up. Over to Illing. Inside for Miretti. Tried to go back 1-2. Cut out, but back into Miretti's feet. Here's a cross field ball going for McKennie. Headed back down to Danilo. Danilo steps forward. Here's a cross coming in. Headed out. It'll go all the way back out. Danilo's going to let it run for a throw in 71 minutes, 19 seconds. Danilo to Bremer. Bremer over to Rugani. Get it out to that sideline. Here's Rabiot. Cuts inside now to right foot. Trying to go in for Milik. Milik overran it. And now Salernitana trying to get a look at the work from Miretti. Beautiful. Here's Rabiot. Over to Daling Jr. Inside for Rabiot. Cross. Oh. Cross ended up going directly at goal, and Costil just ends up catching it. 71 minutes, 50 seconds, 1-1. Juve pushing to try and get the 3 points here. We need the 3 points here. Come on. Let's go. Long ball forward to Simi. Bremer comes in to clean up, but Simi does well. Still maintains. Getting help from Legowski. Hard challenge from Rugani. He's going to see yellow. Holy, the cards are flying heavy right now, everybody. Oh, the cards are flying heavy. Your stat line right now, 69% possession for Juventus, 11 total attempts, 2 on target. Salernitana with 5 total attempts, 3 on target. Big chances created, 2 for Juventus, 1 on goal. 1 big chance for created for Salernitana, and they missed it. One right now, 72 minutes, 48 seconds. We need the victory, lads. Let's go. Let's find the winner. Salernitana getting set to make another change. They have a dead ball here that they're getting lined up to take. Is Candreva taking it with it? Can he take it with his right as well? Man, I didn't realize that. I didn't even think about it on the earlier one. Yeah. He goes right foot, left foot. Headed to the back post off Salernitana. It's going to be goal kick for Juventus. Looks like Braun was the one to get his head on it. Oh, come on, you guys. We got to get this victory. Who's going to be the one to win it for Juve? Rugani. Over to Miretti. Back to Rugani as he steps forward. Space opening up. Here you go. Vlahovic out to Illing. Back to Rugani. To Rabiot. To Danilo. Here you go, McKennie. Back for Danilo. Over to Wea. To Danilo. And that's blocked by the first line. Oh, Miretti. You got to get a touch on it, though, man. Oh, he shielded it. That's right. Deflected. Deflected off Salernitana. Brilliant play then by Miretti. I take it back, my man. Take it back. Come on. Corner kick set to be taken by Miretti. Let's get ahead on this. Come on. Come on. Get it for the victory. Miretti's ball in. Oh, headed out. It's going to be another corner kick. That's a beautiful delivery. Keep it going. Fazio is an animal in the air. That's probably one of the few things that's good about his game. But he is an animal when it comes to the aerial duels. 7 corner kicks to 1 for Juventus in this game. Let's capitalize. We're supposed to be a strong set-piece team. Here goes Miretti. Oh, this one deflected out yet again. This one was a poor delivery. Candreva having it out. Checking his greasy hair. Making sure it's still greasy. It is. Miretti. 3rd consecutive corner kick. Illing shows short. Here it comes. This is a better delivery. Oh, McKennie jumping up for Rabiot's got this thing settled behind Danny Lucci, who didn't know where it was. And now he's trying to find some space. Bremer chasing him down. Gets Megba, cleans it up. Shove in the back too, but we get the ball. We find Danilo. He has Miretti. Miretti now on the right flank. He's going to... Nice low ball in for McKennie. Settles it to Vlahovic. Turns and fires. Man. Take a look. Calm down. Your back's to goal. Played inside for Vlahovic. Little touch for Illing. Oh, he tries to curl it back post. Oh, that would have been brilliant. Lovely 1-2 off Vlahovic. Vlahovic, his hold-up play as of late has been definitely miles ahead of where he was previously. We're at 76 minutes, 30 seconds. We have to win this game, Juventini. Like the video for everybody that's in here that already hasn't. Equimesi is set to come in for Salernitana, for Simi. Headed down. Ends up getting cleaned up and just being played back by Miretti. Now we get control. Bremer to Danilo. 77 minutes, 17 seconds. Juventus continues to push for that winner. Vlahovic dropping back, collects. To Weah. Over to McKennie. And McKennie now tries to go long ball corner for Illing Jr. Headed out by Danny Luke. Illing takes it quickly to Rugani. Rabiot now on it. To Miretti. Out to Rugani. He's on his right foot. Can't line up for any type of right-footed cross. We'll see what he's trying to do. Outside to Illing. Illing puts a cross all the way back for it. Oh, way up. But he settles it for Danilo. Oh, Illing trying to make that trailing run to get to that off of Danilo's shot block. That's okay. That's better. That's better. I thought Weah was maybe going to try and take a touch inside and then have a hit on his left foot. Nothing wrong with laying it off for Danilo to step into it there. Nothing wrong with that. Keep pressing. 78 minutes, 16 seconds. Landucci and Allegri talking. The rain is obviously let up. No more Tuch. Costello taking a couple deep breaths. He's going to launch this one. Oh. We got to get the victory here. Nothing doing there. Legowski goes through Rabiot in the back. We end up getting a call before that for another battle between Rugani and I believe it was Equimesi at the time, who's now shifting over to the opposite side. Come on. Candreva set to take another dead ball for Salernitana. We're at the 79th minute. It's 1-1. Juventus has to win this game. Salernitana is on a red. Candreva. Up to Sambia. Cross in. Headed down. Legowski keeps it in. Now he's going to have a hit. It's blocked. Goes out to Sambia. Illing Jr. applying pressure. Cross in from Sambia. That's headed out. And Vlahovic settles it down. We can make a move here. Out to Miretti. And Miretti tries to go opposite side. That's a great ball. Oh, just over Rabiot. But he could still settle this. And we regain possession deep in their territory. Inside for Danilo. Danilo over to Illing. Out to Miretti. Miretti. He's in the area. Out to his left. Low cross. Oh. Behind everybody. There's barely anything there, ref. There is barely any contact. You're letting them off the fucking hook there. A yellow. Did Allegri get that yellow or Illing Jr.? Because they were both probably lobbying that. That's garbage. That's garbage. I think it was Max. I think he gave Max that yellow. We're at 1-1, everybody. 80th minute, 32 seconds. Weah is coming off. We got Nonje coming in. Can we get another substitute coming up big? Can Nonje provide some magic? Wouldn't that be something? These guys balled out in the Coppa Italia. Let's see. Let's see what happens. 1-1. I told everybody much, much different game this Sunday. 81 minutes. Let's go. Come on. Not a second of stoppage time in the first half with all those yellows dished out. 3 yellow cards. We've seen a second yellow, a red card, several other yellows in this half. And I'll be surprised. We got to have a decent amount of stoppage in this second half. Miretti. There's a foul there yet. Level it out. If you're going to call Illing Jr. for breathing on a player, you better call that, ref. Easy one there. Legowski's got several hack jobs this game, too. Flying under the radar there with the hacks. Rabiot. Denonje. Nonj over to Illing. Played forward for him, but he gets beat by Sambia, who is very pacey. But Nonj forces him to just see it out for a Juventus throw. Rabiot moves over to have this one. Quickly has it, tries to find Vlahovic, but can't get it there. Legowski ends up having it. It's going to be out for another Juventus throw-in. Illing Jr.'s on it now, and he's going to go back for Bremer. Bremer's going to settle this, go out to Danilo. Close down quickly. Finds Milik, who drops back to collect. Milik now on it. Outside to McKennie. McKennie. Feints taking on his man. Drops it out for Miretti. No, it goes beyond him for Danilo. Now back. 1-2 between Miretti and Danilo. Over to Bremer. Bremer to Rugani. Gotta find these guys that could do something. There's Illing Jr. Rugani. Being closed down. To Bremer. They're letting our D-men collect the ball and have it. And that's smart from Salernitana because these guys aren't going to hurt you. There's Nonje beating his man. Tries to play it through. Nothing doing as nobody continued their runs. Nonje doing well to take on his man. Max is shouting about something. I'm not sure who he's shouting to for the directions or what he wants them to do. I'm guessing it's something to do with where he wants to see that ball played or maybe the runs that weren't made. 83 minutes, 30 seconds. Come on, Juventus. Fino alla fine. We need the 3 points. Get after it, lads. Let's go. Headed down for Milik. Settles it. Plays it out to Illing Jr. Plays it to Rugani. Over to Bremer. Bremer now. To McKennie. Over to Nonj. Nonj going to flip it over to McKennie. Settles it. This one goes back post. Tried to head it down. Oh, doing good battle there. That's okay. Keep them under. 84 minutes, 15 seconds. Rugani to Bremer. Salernitana hanging way back. Everybody is deep. Danilo to McKennie. He's going to cut inside. Try to find... Oh, that's a nice little touch there from Miretti, but can't find Vlahovic. Danilo. Keep pushing, you guys, and switch this field. Switch the overloads. Keep them moving. Down deep for Miretti. Oh, low hard ball, but that's blocked. Put out. McKennie's going to let it run for a throw-in. We're 85 minutes, you guys. It's 5 minutes of stoppage. Come on. Bremer to Rugani. Illing Jr. shows for. He collects. Nonj. Excuse me. Now Illing Jr. To Rugani. Come on, you guys. It's our clock. This is our game. This is our 3 points to go out and take. Out to McKennie. Isolated. 1v1. Nobody really coming in. Oh, he tries to make a cut. That's too much, Weston. That's way too much. This deep in the game, way too much, man. Way too much. And we can't give the ball back to them so cheaply. '85th minute, 53 seconds. Let's go. We're in the 86 now. 1-1. Costell's taking his sweet time. Rightfully so. Coco Melon, there's the magic word. There's the magic word. Was looking for it. Coco Melon. Let's get that goal. Shove in the back there. Equimesi on Rabiot. Nothing doing. He's looking for the call. Sambia up to Equimesi. Played back, and they're trying to work their way out. Rugani gets a leg in, and Illing comes to clean it up, but can't find one of our players. This is played back inside. Oh, he cuts in. Sambia drops for Equimesi. The shot's blocked. Come on, you guys. Get your shape. Nonje battling with Candreva. There's nothing there. Didn't even touch him. Get up, Candreva. It's probably the grease dripping off your hair that you slipped on. Rabiot being pushed back. Look at Rabiot. Jesus, man. Let's go. There you go. Weston's got space. You got acres. Let's go. Move it up. Move it up. He's going, trying to go all the way over for Miretti. Nice settle. Oh my God. What did I say about our strikers? Play towards your players. They keep running away. Move inside and be the pivots, you guys. These guys up front just keep moving away. They're just running to the back post all the time. Come and show for the ball. And now Sambia's going down. Now we get time killing. 1 point is huge for Salernitana in the relegation battle that they're in. They'll be ecstatic to get 1 point out of this game. This is Juve's to lose, and this draw will feel like a loss based on what's going on in the standings. We have to win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Has to be 3 points. Martegani set to come in for Salernitana. Look at people ripping. Just ripping the gloves off this guy, saying, what the fuck's going on? That is hilarious, man. I don't think I've ever seen a coach do that. Just ripping that shit. Oh my God, man. This is hilarious. Martegani coming on after Pipo Inzaghi rips the gloves off his hands. What the hell? Rugani to Bremer. To Danilo. He's going to go back to Bremer. Come on, Juventus. Push. You've got to put them under. You've got to test them. You've got to ask questions. Rugani into Nonj. On the carpet over to Danilo. Out to Weston. Meretti trying to find a pocket. To Danilo. Nonje's there. He's going to collect it. Nonj over to Rugani. Over to Danilo. We got it, guys. It's got to be quicker. Quicker decisions. Got to move it. There you go. Inside for Milik. No. That's a good shooting spot for Milik, but my God. Did he get that wrong? You have 4 guys in the area, though, man. Maybe just dip that back post. The rain's picked back up. 89 minute, 50 seconds. You guys, we're getting to the stoppage. This is it. Danilo tries to send McKennie. Oh, nice turn on Bradaric. Left-footed cross. Can't get over the head of Kandreva. Danilo steps in. Beautiful step in. Crossing from Danilo. Vlahovic! It's in! Vlahovic! 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 Dusan! Let's go! Yes! Woo! Vlahovic! Let's go, baby! 2-1! Woo! Holy hell! We got 5 minutes of stoppage time and we didn't need it. Let's go! Holy baby! Woo! Filo alla file! Salernitana! Let's go! Danilo with a great step in, cross in, and Vlahovic on the money. Holy hell. Woo! That's exciting, baby. My heart is pumping. 2-1 Juve. It has to be 3 points. Let's go. My word. Tough work today, baby. Dusan Vlahovic. Clutch goal. Clutch goal. We got a yellow card to Dusan for taking the tarp off. I don't even care. Let's go. Massive goal. 5 minutes of stoppage time added. Vlahovic coming up clutch. Salernitana trying to press forward now. Here's a long ball forward. Flicked on. Szczesny says leave it. Takes his time getting to it. We're already at 91 minutes, 51 seconds. Dusan. Let's go. Woo! Played back to Tech by Illing. Tech takes it on his left now, launching this one forward. Little aerial battle. Rabiot now heads it forward. Oh, nice challenge there. No, no, no. Come on. Good work from Nunj there. It's going to be all hands on deck now for Juve. We're not getting after anything else. We're clamping down at the back. We just can't give them anything. And to be honest, it's... Oh, yes, and they both put the ball out. Love it. Love it. Wasting their own damn time. Candreva, right-footed. Throws it into the mixer. Ooh, that goes off of Rabiot, it looks like, at the back post. This is going to be a corner kick for Salernitana. Job is not done. Come on. Job is not done. 93 minutes. Salernitana on the corner. Candreva set to take it. Martegani's probably freezing without those gloves that Inzaghi ripped off him. Here's a cross in from Candreva. That's a nice curler, but it's headed out. Here's Miretti. Little touch inside there for Nunj. Holy, he launches it a mile. Thinking Miretti's the flash there. That's all good, brother. And I think it was Illing Jr., excuse me, not Nunj. Costil. Long ball forward. Holy, McKennie misjudged that one. Danilo with the clutch play. A brilliant defensive stand on the side and then a money cross to the head of Vlahovic. That's the difference right now for us. Vlahovic working on the sideline there, looking for a call. Nothing doing. Salernitana trying to quickly flip it onto us. Here's Candreva now. He's going to cross it in again. Right-footed this time. Chested down and Tech's going to come up. No, he's going to let it go. Bremer's down right now. Collision with Equimesi. Danilo. Vlahovic, baby. Big, big goal, man. Big, big goal. I will say his hold-up play has been superb as of late, okay? And that goal is just massive. That's what we need from Vlahovic. I'm very frustrated in some of the turning shots he was doing before. But, man, came up big when he needed it. We're 15 seconds away from the 95th minute, which is the 5 minutes added time. Blow your whistle, baby. It's over. Come on. He's taking the glance. Salernitana over to Costil. He's probably going to launch this. This will be the last sequence. If we win back possession, it'll be dead. Fazio told to get back up. Giving him some more time. Here's a long ball forward. This will be the last sequence. Illing watches it out. That's game. It's got to be game. He blows a whistle to tell Tech to get on with it. We're at 96 minutes closing in on. Let's go. Launches it. Throw-in for Juventus. We still continue playing at 96-10. What the hell is happening? It's over. Hey! There it is! Dusan Vlahovic with the winner. All right, let's go, baby. Fino alla fine. It wasn't pretty, but what did we say talking going into this one? It was going to be a completely different game from what we saw in the Coppa Italia, all right? That was a terrible, terrible side Salernitana put out there. At home, they were going to give it everything they got. To be honest, in the end, they struck. They struck on us with that goal. It was a breakdown on our part defensively, but outside of that, We remained pretty sound defensively. But again, when teams play that 3-5-2 with us, it's difficult for us to break down. But what did we find out today? We can roll in a two-man pivot. I don't care that Salernitana was parked. It adds another body forward, adds another option, more elements, and then guys aren't having to do extra work to try and get into position. You already have a man there, and you give your players in the offensive side more options. You keep the defense working harder because there's an extra body there. I'm telling you, two-man pivot will help this team moving forward. Here's an opportunity where Max had to go to. What do I say? If we're going to see something like that, it's going to require the moment. This was the moment. Credit goes out to Max Allegri because he reacted. He reacted at halftime. Kostic was the one we were all shouting for, needing to get out of the pitch, and he made that move. He acted beyond that with some other substitutions as well. Max wasn't wasting any time. The lads fought. It's hard to break any team down when they park it, okay? But ultimately, they did it. And Vlahovic, for what I thought was overall a good showing because of the hold-up play and everything, frustrating with the shots, he comes up clutch in a moment that is what has to come from a guy that wants to be the guy, that needs to be the guy. He comes up clutch. Brilliant. Brilliant from everybody, okay? It's not pretty, it's a grind, but these are the types of victories that championships are. Basically, it's a foundation for championships, okay? Massive, massive victory, and we keep the pressure on. Had to be a victory. We got it, okay? Was it as pretty, as glorious as we all wanted? No, but my God, there's something about these fino alla fine moments, baby. Okay? Juve's coming back. And one thing I'll tell you all right now, you head out into the social media world and watch how much they hate it when we win like this. When we win the Cortomuso, oh, I just love it because the rivals get so fired up. They hate seeing us win, but these Cortomuso, it just stings them even more, and I just love it, all right? Hey, to everybody else, it's Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Everybody get the likes up there. You guys are beauties. I always love these watch-alongs. You guys make it amazing. Sweaty, excellent watch, Alberto, roller coaster of emotions. Hey, we're used to it. Nothing new here, okay? Juve here, Forza, love from Toronto. Much appreciated for being in here. Thank you for the support, okay? Yes, listen to my friend Tony Tribb. Like the video. Huge victory. Vlahovic. Kostic should not start, okay? We'll talk about that. We're going to dissect everything tomorrow on the post-match podcast. I know 100% my man Omer is with me tomorrow. I got to find out which other teammates are joining me, all right? And then we got Ramiro Love from San Diego, LA. Let's go, everybody. Victory. Victory. Tomorrow will be Victory Monday, all right? We are going to take a second here. We'll go through ratings. We'll go through some of the talking points and the statistics, of course. Much appreciated, Hard. Much appreciated. So the stat line finishes like this. Juventus with 71% possession. 29% possession for Salernitana. 18 total attempts for Juventus. Only 3 on target, okay? Yeah, it wasn't our most anywhere close to how good our execution needs to be, but that's a different story. 8 total attempts for Salernitana, 3 on target. Big chances created, 2 for Juventus, with 1 ending up in a goal. 1 big chance for Salernitana created, and they did not score it. Obviously, one of the big chances we would have needed back was that McKennie one. I'm still unsure how from that close, even the angle trying to direct that header, I thought for sure he was putting that in. McKennie's actually really good at headers, okay? But as far as everything else goes, we'll talk about the performances here, the ratings. I want to know who everyone has as their man of the match. Who was your man of the match in this game, Juventini? Let's hear it, okay? Was it someone that started the match? Was it the impact from somebody at the half, at the change? Did Illing Jr. make up there? I don't know, okay? I don't know. Here's what I'm going to say. Your ratings from SofaScore as follows. Szczesny with a 6.7. Sure, 6.5. There wasn't a ton of work there. He couldn't do anything on the goal against him, okay? Gatti at a 6.4. Ended up getting substituted for Rugani. Danilo moved to the right side. Remember what I said at the half that, or when the change was made, maybe it's to get Rugani to the left and help our right side, which has more impact. In the end, Danilo on the right side is where the game got decided on. A crazy step up. It's wild how little things, little switches, little moments that you think about like that play out in the end. That's crazy. So Danilo comes up huge. Bremer on a 7.2. I think he was a rock, as he always was. A little bit late there, but some were saying maybe Caviglia should have got over on the goal. Is what it is. Ultimately a breakdown for all of us. We got caught on that long ball, and we were scrambling positionally afterwards. So it's one of those things. You would have liked that long ball cleaned up before anything. Danilo at a 7.4. I have no problems with him. 7.5 in the end. He ended up being decisive as well. Weah at a 6.9. I had no problems with his showing. 6.5 probably from me. Weston on a 6.9. Weston keeps killing himself and doing everything for the cause, and I'm fine with him being at hovering around that 6.5 to 7 range. Hansnik, Lucy, Caviglia finished with a 7.2. I think Caviglia did good. Okay, I think he had a good showing. I had 6.5 for him. Rabiot at a 7.3. Rabiot really turned it on when he had to go in that two-man pivot. I think, man, he was winning the balls back. He just ramped it up a bit in terms of winning possession back and the energy and the speed. Like, very good. The two-man pivot, you guys, I'm telling you. Kostic, 6.3. He started at a 6, and I had him at least level of a 6, if not going to a 5.5. The change needed to be made. Yildiz with a 7. Yildiz was great. Yildiz was great while he was out there. 7. Vlahovic finishes with an 8.5. Many of you were picking Dusan. Yildiz or Dusan I see out here. I see Dusan. I see Dusan. Dusan maybe, or even Illing Jr. for man of the match. I think it's a little bit difficult to finally pick that, but man, Dusan did a lot of work and hold up. He was good. Yildiz was good. Man of the match, I'm probably going to say, honestly, there wasn't enough steady throughout the whole performance for me to give to Vlahovic, but was there? His hold-up was great the whole way. It's those turnaround shots that suffer, but Bremer was a rock. Danilo was pretty big, frustrating with some crosses too. Everybody had this positive, negative type game. I'll give it to Vlahovic for finding the winner, okay? So for me, I'll give it to Vlahovic, but Danilo's critical play at the end was brilliant, okay? So absolutely loved it, you guys. You guys know we needed that. You look at the standings now. Inter, 48 points. Juventus, 46 points. 2 points behind. We keep the pressure rolling. We had to call upon a fino alla fine moment, but that's what makes Juve, everybody. And I love it. I love it. A win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get them. We move. But in all performances, wins, losses, draws, there is something to learn. What did we learn from this match today? Hit me in the chat right now. What is one thing we should have learned from this match today? You guys know me. You know where I've been this entire time. Two-man pivot, baby. Two-man pivot. Two-man pivot. That is it. This will change a lot for us. Two-man pivot, but a central attacking mid. Many people didn't like the substitution from Yildiz to Miretti, but Miretti in that attacking option. If Yildiz was going to hang to the left, I didn't like that. I said when we switch to two-man pivot, get Yildiz more central, moving around more closer to our striker. Miretti plays that role. There's something about him positionally that he has that he just knows where to always be. I understand there is frustrations on decision making at times and execution, but I'm telling you, positionally, this guy gets it. Two-man pivot, push one of those midfielders advanced a little bit more, and I think we are cooking, everybody. Trust me, I think we are cooking. But even if we keep things the same, like Dell says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But that's one thing we learned. Omer learned Danilo is definitely better on the right side. Shatterstar says Kostic simply not good enough. Easy to predict. There you go. Oliver, never give up. Fino alla fine. Everybody, it's been an absolute pleasure rocking this watch along as always. You guys know where to be. We've got 3 retro replica kits given away this week. Reminder, 2015-16 away, the pink. That's one. 84, Ariston. That's one. And the final, some call the Holy Grail, the Champions League winner, iconic 95-96 away. We love you, baby. And that's how we show you. 3 retro replica kits being given away this week. Stay tuned for details, all right? And soon to be chosen later on today, we're going to pick the official fan club that is going to have one of their members randomly drawn to win the 84 Ariston signed kit by legend Roberto Bettiga and the current team on the back side of it, all right? So again, just a way of saying thank you to everybody. 2 last pieces of business, if you guys choose to. There's always guys asking how to support the channel. Super chat enabled, memberships that you have to be on a desktop computer to sign up for. Don't ask me, ask YouTube. And then the last is the merch. You guys, there's a ton of designs in there. Take a look. You might find some you like. And today's the last day for 24%. If you choose to do none of those, I'm still happy, okay? Thank you for everything you guys do. If you guys saw clips, moments through this watch along, you wanted to clip it and put it on social media, fire away, okay? Like, subscribe, share the content. I thank you all for everything you guys are doing. 2024 is going to be a massive year for the AJC and hopefully our beloved Juventus. Maybe, just maybe, we can hoist something that we want back in our hands at season's end. You guys are amazing, okay? So, again, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. Back tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll cover this game in great detail and look at what's ahead, which is the next round, Coppa Italia, on Thursday against Juve B-side, Frosinone. As always, Forza Juve, fino alla fine. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.